But keep this in mind, if you do hit the power lines, first thing you're going to do is warn everyone in the area, all right? Because when you hit the power lines, the electricity is going to start running through the ground. So you need to clear everyone out of the area. Get them at least 8 metres away. Try to break contact. You probably won't be able to because it's going to fry all your computers. It doesn't mean that you don't try. Now, if you're stuck there on the power lines and it's buzzing away and it's buzzing away and it's buzzing away, the safest thing for you to do as an operator is just stay in the cab. While you're in the cab, you're fully insulated. So long as it's safe, stay in the cab of the crane and just wait for assistance. If, however, it's not safe to stay there, so if you look up the boom and you see the big black bellowing smoke coming from the different boom sections, it's probably a good hint that your hydraulic oil's on fire, in which case you don't want to stay in that crane. If it's not safe to stay in the crane, jump clear of the crane without touching the crane and the ground at the same time. All right, so you've got to make sure you jump clear, because if you touch the crane and the ground at the same time, the electricity is going to start running through you. So jump clear of the crane, land on 2 feet, and you can either hop away 8 metres or just keep your feet together and just shuffle them away 8 metres. Now, they're the two options you're always told. Now, me personally, look, I'm getting a little bit older, not as agile as I used to be. If I was to hop that 8 metres away, I'm probably more likely to be less stable and perhaps fall over, touching the ground in 2 spots and frying myself. So me personally, I think it would be much better just to keep my feet together and just shuffle that 8 metres away. A lot less chance of things going wrong. Once you're clear, get hold of the power company. Get them to turn the power off. Let your supervisor know. Don't forget, if you do hit power lines, it is also a reportable offence. So the regulator, i.e. WorkSafe or whatever they're called in your state, you'd need to notify them as well, because it is a reportable offence. Even if you got away with it, sorry, I shouldn't say get away with it, probably not the best term. Even if you touch the power lines and you manage to break contact and you think you haven't done any harm to it, you still need to get that crane inspected, because what's going to happen is the minute you touch your power lines, that power is running through the crane, it's going to run through your rope. Now, with that power running through the rope, it's going to heat up your rope, it's going to fatigue your rope. So you'll probably be needing to replace that crane rope, regardless of whether you got away without frying all your computers and everything else as well. Now, with power lines, always have a good look around before you set up. Always be aware of them. If it looks like you could be going close to them, ideally have the power turned off. Always better to have them isolated. If not, you can always get them insulated. Also, use a qualified spotter within those exclusion zones as well. Make sure you always know what the power line distances are in your state or territory. It does vary a little bit between them. So where you're working, make sure you're aware of those power line distances and make sure you stay away from them.